Groovy motherfuckers, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
I gotta say, even after like I don't know how many shows we've done, that is still the best fucking opening of anybody's opening. That opening still kicks ass. I still enjoy watching all the time. It's good shit.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one. It's classic.
Hell yeah. Got some of my faves in it. Can't beat it. That's for sure.
What are you drinking tonight? Oh, it looks like he's drinking some kind of Mexican beer. What is that? Mexican beer?
No, it's that pear cider.
Oh, okay. I got this is direct from Maine. Yeah, this is from Maine, from Poland Springs.
Yeah. I've had a few edibles.
I had the cider. I finished one. I didn't open another one just yet. So wait for the edibles to kick in, which is gonna happen.
I kept seeing this pear one, so I was like, I'll try it.
Yeah,
they got good things. It's good. I honestly, I usually just like the plain apple the best. I do want to try the green apple though, because I love Granny Smith apples.
Yeah, you gotta get some of the Imperial.
That's where I went to my liquor store looking for the Apple Crisp Imperial, but they only had the like off-brand cider boys.
Oh yeah, no, the Apple Crisp Imperial is great.
They only had either apple strawberry 8% or apple huckleberry, and I wasn't sure about the huckleberry, but I think I'm gonna try the huckleberry next time because I didn't know what huckleberry was, and I guess it's like raspberries and
Val Kilmer reference.
Yeah,
huckleberry.
I'll have to try. I don't know why I can't find the fucking regular 8%, but
yeah, I mean it's always sold out where I go. People always buy that.
Yeah, the green apple though sounds pretty good though too. Because I forget, I was just thinking like sour green apple, but if it's like a real, because they use real apples to make it, it's not like fake shit.
Yeah, I don't like it too sour.
No, but you figure just like a regular Granny Smith apple in a bottle, that'd be good. You know,
yeah,
maybe not all the time, but you know, once in a while.
When they got like those Jolly Rancher coolers, those are they kill my gut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I didn't go with the green apple, but it probably wouldn't be like that. That's fucking disgusting.
They have a cranberry one that's really good too. Cranberry cider.
Oh, that does sound good. I seen I seen a bunch though, man. They had fucking they got like yeah, I did see. I saw raspberry. I think it was pomegranate. No, I didn't see pomegranate. I think I saw pomegranate. There's a bunch, man. I went to Johnny. they had a thing where you could build your own 6-pack, but it was like $15. And I was like, I'll just get 1 pack. I'll try a pack.
Oh, the price is nuts now.
Is it-
Anyways, I bought like 1 4-pack of beer and 1 4-pack of ciders, and it was $26.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually I can get like the ciders are just $10 for a 6-pack. That's not too bad. But it's all that other shit. The beer. That beer was probably like $15. I bet the cider was probably only like 12.
Well, the cider was $12.99. The beer was $13.99. I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is nuts though.
It's getting real expensive, like everything else.
That's why I usually, I'll drink like a beer, when we're bullshit. Maybe I'll do 2 if we're having like a little fun night, or if like like a pay-per-views on like fight night, maybe I'll have a couple. But it's so expensive, dude. I couldn't imagine going to the bar. You know what I mean? Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
But,
$4.55 a beer every one.
Dude, it's insane, dude. And that's it. I mean, imagine going to a fucking downtown bar. Like you go in a little dive bar, you're gonna get it a lot
Right.
cheaper. But yeah, so tonight we're here to review Stephen King's Sometimes They Come Back. And I don't even own this on DVD yet. I need to pick up a copy of this, but luckily I have a VHS copy of this, courtesy of Two Gun Pedro. Thank you. I actually got it playing on in the background too, so that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, week 2 of April. I always try to pick all the movies in April, just because it's like the birthday month for me. So I wanted to go with the Stephen King. And this is always a guilty pleasure for me. It's major Stephen King flick. Once you watch it, you're like, this is Stephen King all the way. So I figured it'd be a little fun one to talk about. But hey, what's up, Billy? Hey, brother. Before we dive into it, let me see what horror news we got. I know they just dropped a trailer for Ari Aster's new movie, I think called Eddington. It's got Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone or whatever. I can't wait, man. He's got an all-star fucking cast in this shit, so I'm sure it's gonna be incredible. They just announced Silent Night, Deadly Night. Rowan Campbell plays Billy in the slasher reboot, which Rowan Campbell is a kid who played in the Halloween Ends, the kid that ended up beating the shit out of Michael Myers. So some people will love that, some people might not.
They dropped the poster today for Terrifier 4.
Yeah, I thought I seen something like that. It's gonna come out this October. That can't be right.
I think it is. I got my Terrifier 3
I
shirt
would
on.
be seeing that shit would be on everywhere. Viral website suggests Weapons and Barbarian are set in the same universe. Which Weapons is going to be the new movie coming out by the guy who directed Barbarian. So I don't know.
Probably on Hulu and never on video.
Evan, is that Terrifier 4 poster legit? Because I don't think it is.
It probably isn't. Hey, it's on Instagram. Instagram don't lie.
No, but they did announce Beetlejuice 3. Beetlejuice is getting a sequel, and this has been out for a while, but Gremlins is getting a sequel, or it's like official. So
Beetlejuice 2 sucked, so hopefully it sucked. Beetlejuice 2 sucked. It was terrible.
It wasn't. It didn't.
It was terrible. Awful.
No.
Piece of shit.
Are you kidding me? Compared to the movies
garbage.
you put on.
Well, yeah, but now it's a whole different league. Whole different league. I always play extreme movies.
Well, you need to watch. You got to mince your words.
I did. I watched Beetlejuice. It sucked.
It didn't. It just wasn't. It just wasn't the original.
No, it wasn't good.
Avengers filming exclusively in theaters.
Not only was it wasn't good.
Why is it taking so goddamn long for us to fucking get Toxic, man?
Yeah, well, September, isn't it?
I'm not that crazy about that look right there.
No, but it could change.
No, it's not going to change. They already filmed it.
Sometimes he bubbles it. He bubbles.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully he has a tutu.
Yeah.
Better not leave out my tutu. I'll be mad.
Wow, take a killer vacation and I don't understand you trailer. What was that movie? Oh, dude, there's a new movie called Until Dawn coming out. I guess it's based off a video game. And by the guy who directed Shazam and a couple of these other movies. And he did this whole like 10-minute video that he released. And it's like going into how, he did all these movies with, a little practical and mostly CGI. And he's always dreamed of doing like a practical effects heavy movie. And he's finally got to do it with this movie called Until Dawn. And I saw the trailer a few months back and it looks fucking sick, dude. So I'll just send you that clip. But Until Dawn looks really fucking sweet, dude. I can't wait. Trying to think. Oh, Summer Howell and talks to star in Mike Flanagan's Carrie adaptation. I don't know who Summer Howell is, but
Yeah, that's not soon. I saw a post.
oh, it's the little girl from Curse of Chucky. Okay, that makes. And Predator: Killer of Killers animated anthology film arrives this June. Did you see the trailer for that Predator animation?
No.
You didn't see it? It looks
Is it Japanese?
Cool. I don't think it's Japanese, but it does have like a samurai thing to it. Overnight,
check it out.
Berg became the Predator Whisperer. His Comanche action horror prequel Prey breathed life into the Uneven franchise, and success opened the door to pitch future entries. One idea became Predator Badlands, which is slotted for November 7th, 2025 release date.
I tell you,
with new details coming out.
You mentioned earlier Barbarian.
What if Trachtenberg completed another Predator film in secret that'll be available before we enter the Badlands? Because that's the truth. And Bloody Disgusting has exclusive first details. Predator: Killer of Killers is a 3-part animated anthology that showcases Yahuda warriors hunting human prey across the global history. So it's going to be samurai hunting predators. So that's pretty cool. But look at this is like the animation style. They released the trailer for it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but all right.
Too big. I'm not too crazy about animation, but I got to be in the mood for it. But
well, especially that's to be on Netflix, right?
Hulu.
Oh, okay. I still can't believe we all have Barbarian on any kind of physical media up to this time.
I know. Well, the guy that's doing Barbarian's got a new movie coming out called Weapons, and he's saying that they're set in the same world.
Sometimes you just gotta buy the boot.
So is Weapons not going to get a fucking Blu-ray?
Probably not. Well, I just bought from our buddy that I bought the Werewolf set. He has the 2022, which I still haven't seen, but I'd like to have the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Netflix. Still not on video.
Nope. Well,
I ordered it from him. It have a cool set. It's got the movie on one disc. On the other disc, he did a grindhouse effect where he made it kind of like black and white with the noise from the film reels. That ought to be kind of cool to watch it that way.
What?
He grindhoused that 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. We put a filter over it to make it look like it's an old grindhouse film. That looks kind of cool that way. I have to check it out. So
maybe, we'd have to see.
We have to check. But I still haven't seen that. I heard it. You told me it was good, so I picked it up.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It's still not on video at all yet.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty. It's watchable. It does have some dumb shit though. It's definitely, right. But it's better than like Next Generation and 3D and all that. So,
how was Leatherface? We gotta watch that one night up on Discord.
Yeah, that one's okay.
I'll have to check it out.
Kind of dog shit, but that's okay.
Hey, so I came back. Scarpad came back.
What?
There's a Scarpad came back. Come on, you read my thing.
What was it? What was I just gonna? Oh, I guess Isabel Furman, the girl from Orphan, teases Orphan 3 Wilder and Crazier. So that'd be crazy. Oh,
I never watched any of those movies.
that new. Oh, those are pretty good. That movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan has gotten like early reviews and it's at like 100% on Rotten
Really?
Tomatoes. It looks really fucking good, man. I'm gonna try to catch it this weekend. It comes out this Thursday. That
Oh, the
movie,
movies?
yeah, it looks really good. You know what I'm talking about, right? That Sinners,
I
like
see the poster from
it
Addison.
looks like an old Western vampire movie,
Mhm.
man. It looks fucking sick, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. That's probably it, though. I think I might have said this, but that Happy Death Day 3 is finally getting a sequel. So yeah, let's dive into Sometimes They Come Back. So I've seen this movie a few times now. Stephen King. I always got a soft spot for Stephen King stuff. I feel like this is probably your first time watching this.
No, I think I might have seen it when it first came out, but I didn't really remember much of it.
Yeah, I don't remember if this was a TV movie or not.
No, this one wasn't. They did make 2 sequels.
Yeah, and those probably
And
were.
I think the 3rd sequel was a TV movie, and the second one,
I've never
maybe
even
was.
seen the sequels.
No, I haven't either.
I always thought there was only 2, and I guess there's 3.
There's 3. Yeah. Sometimes they come back some more, some bullshit
I,
title.
I have that one on VHS. It's like in the wind. It's like in a snowstorm or like in Antarctica or something. It's a pretty cool poster though. Sometimes they come back for more.
One more. That's the 3rd one, right? Wow, where the hell did you find that? Who had that?
It's brand
that's
new
the obscure
too.
one.
Brand. It's not even opened.
Mhm.
Two Gun found it for me. I'm trying to.
Well, he finds the obscure ones for sure.
Collect all the Stephen King movies on VHS.
Yeah, Dylan recommended Bloody New Year. We watched on Discord. The first movie me and two gonna ever give a 0 to. The movie had no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
You know what, man? I'm sure there's plenty of movies I could have given 0s to on your.
I
your
don't know.
shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was managed to find something that has some kind of morsel of goodness.
I didn't pull your fucking arm to watch it.
Look at that. Back to back, Zombie Ass and Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. I mean, back to back gems.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But yeah, so what did you think about Sometimes They Come Back?
I liked it. It's okay. I mean, I liked it. There was a lot of slow stuff in it, and to me, it kind of, and this isn't the fault of the movie, it's probably the fault of Stephen King, but it did sort of seem like they just took like Stand By Me and mishmashed it with Christine, and they came up with a story. But I did like it. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Tim Matheson was pretty good in it. The kids were, pretty menacing. I don't know. The ending was kind of nuts where they start busting through all the windows of the church and the house and stuff. And the guy that played the head bad guy, I didn't realize he was on Babylon 5. I didn't realize that was the guy that was on that show. But no, the guy that played the main bad guy, Robert Russell, yeah.
Yeah, he's great, man. I love.
He gets killed out of Babylon 5 pretty quick, but
he's in Nightmare too, Nightmare on Elm Street too.
But no, I thought it's probably not one of my favorite Stephen King stories, but it's okay. It's pretty reminiscent of other stuff, as I said, because you got the gang oppressing him as a kid, and then they kill his brother, or cause his brother's death. So the gang comes back as demons to kind of get back at
I
him.
like though how like people are seeing him chased, like being like the kid on the bike is getting. He thinks he's getting chased by the bullies,
Right.
and then but everybody else all they see is
It's
the
him.
teacher driving.
Right.
So you don't
I don't
know
think
is he the killer or is it
right, but I don't think
you
they
know?
played that up enough because like the cops didn't even question him at all. That would have been nice.
Yeah,
If
they
pulled him in.
did.
Oh, did they question him?
Yeah, they question him and they bring him in. They were about to
Yeah.
arrest him,
Yeah.
but they
It's
didn't have anything on him,
right.
and they end up calling it a suit. The kid saying that the kid,
Right.
it was a suicide.
Yeah, and I wasn't quite like what caused at the end. Like all of a sudden, the wife can see him. What was the switch there?
I don't know.
Because she couldn't see him at all for a while.
Yeah, maybe they just finally showed themselves. I don't know.
But no, I
Yeah.
enjoyed the movie. As I said, it's kind of familiar, but I
It's
enjoyed watching it.
It's definitely got a familiar vibe to it. I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure for me. I love Robert Rustler. I love like the gang of bullies in it.
Right.
I love the makeup in them. Tim Matheson, he's okay.
His performance is okay, but he's been better in other movies. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know whether he's just because he's more usually in comedies and not really a serious type guy that he couldn't find the. I thought he played it up okay. When
Yeah.
he's yelling at the class and he's going kind of nuts, and he did a good job.
Yeah. It's a Tom McLaughlin who did I want to say Jason Part 5, one of my favorites.
And it's the two guys.
Jason 6. I mean.
The two guys that wrote this, Rosenthal and I forget the other guy's name, they wrote Star Trek 6. So I didn't realize that. Yeah.
I thought you said 5 and 6.
No, I think they just wrote 6. But
I'd say my favorite part of the movie though is always going to be the bad guys though. I just love how unique they are, man. And I thought they were great, man. Like 50s greasers. Stephen King
I
always
also
had a thing for the 50s.
well, yeah, and that's why it's always 50s greasers in all the movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though it was probably set in the 80s, they were still 50s greasers. But I guess the opening, the flashback is all set in the 50s. So
yeah.
The other part of the movie I liked that I didn't think there was enough of would be William Sanderson. I thought he was great in the short amount of stuff he does in there. He was good in that part.
Who was he?
He was the Mueller, the guy that was kind of like the complicit, and then at the end went over to died so that his brother could come back.
I got you.
He was good in it.
Yeah, he was good.
The wife, she's the same one that was in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. She never impressed me all that much, but
nah, she wasn't that. Yeah,
but she doesn't have much to do in the movie, anyways.
Yeah. So basically, since for anybody who hasn't seen the movie, is on Amazon Prime. If you are a big Stephen King fan, because it still is worth a watch. It's basically about a kid and his older brother. Are going out, or best friends. They go out and they are playing around, and these greasers, they're going through these train tracks tunnel, and these greasers try to make them pay a toll, and they're bullying them, and they would say, you got to go down this way, you got to pay a toll, and they won't pay it, so they get into this big fight, and the older brother ends up punching the main greaser, and he's that nobody touches me. And he pulls a knife out on him, stabs the kid, and as soon as he stabs him, a train starts coming, and they go to try to get in their car, and the brother's trying to run away, and then so the greasers get hit by the train, and the older brother gets hit by the train too, and the littlest brother survives.
Yeah, but you left out a part though too. The little brother caused a death because he grabbed the keys and took them with him. They had the greaser's car keys that he pocketed them.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he pocketed the car keys, and that's why they're coming back again, because he caused their death because they were trying to start the car and couldn't start the car.
I missed that. that was something that was subtle.
And
I
he
didn't
still had the
notice.
rabbit foot with the keys on it, and he still had it later on.
Okay, okay.
That's what they were
I
coming
just
back to
figured
get.
I figured they were just fucking with him just because they were pissed. You know what I
No,
mean?
because he really. Well, I mean, they could have obviously ran out of the thing instead of trying to start the car. I mean, I mean, they. But he kind of
Yeah,
indirectly
right.
caused
Because
that.
they weren't too far away. You know what I mean? Like
No.
they could have just the tunnel was pretty small. But yeah, okay. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Weird. I might have blanked that one out. That's weird.
And
I
that's
didn't
why
notice.
he's been traumatized these different
Yeah.
times.
And he's always, thinking about it. Anytime he thinks about, sees a memory of his brother, he's had,
Right.
and it's something that I guess he's dealt with, like, and that his wife is like, we've dealt with this before.
Well, that's why he had the anger issues and got fired out of school.
Yeah. So this
But
is
it's kind
something
of cool later on when the students start coming in and they're the gang members, and they slowly work into his class.
yeah, and it's weird the way that they kind of come about. Yeah.
Mhm.
What's up, Fable? No, I was sick yesterday, so we pushed the show to at night. Usually we're always Sunday. But I wasn't feeling good yesterday. Yeah, because it was kind of weird, like how just like he goes to class one day and after the kid dies, or no, the one kid just shows up in his class. He just like
Right.
randomly shows up.
After everybody dies, another gang member comes in.
Because then I'm
Takes
like,
a chair.
that's why, yeah. Because I'm like, what brought them back though? Just him coming back to town? Or because
I
remember
think so.
he even goes back to his old house and he's like, nobody's lived here since. He's like, was this house haunted or what? So they go into a bunch of weird things, but because the kids also remember the bullies, they keep saying they're from Memorial High School or they transfer from Memorial, and then what was your favorite your what was his name? William Sanderson. He's like,
Mueller.
Mueller. He's like, that's not a high school, and it's Memorial Cemetery or whatever. But yeah, I feel there's definitely some cheesiness to it. But this one, because I saw it back in the day, so when I saw it back in the day, I think it hit a lot harder, and I thought it was a lot better. If you watch it like for the first time today, I feel like it might not hit as well. But I also have always been a big fan of Robert Russler. I always thought he was just like, he's a great bad guy, and he always plays like a jock or an asshole, like one of those jock assholes. So I thought he was just fantastic in this, and I thought the makeup effects too were really fucking good. I love when they were like, they got that jock in the backseat and they're like, he ain't scared of nothing. He ain't scared of nothing. And they're like, well, maybe should we show him the face or whatever, or should we show him our mask? And they're like, nah, man, we only do that to little kids. And they're like, man, we gotta be out of our minds to be doing this shit. But yeah, I love that group of greasers, man. I just thought they were great. I feel like without that group, the movie really wouldn't amount to much. I feel like the greasers are really what hold the movie together. Tim Matheson is fine. He's not. I feel like anybody can do that role. He's not terrible. He does have some good scenes, like with him. Like he does have a great scene at the end with him and his little brother or his older brother. I'm sorry, and him saying like why he has
back.
I think that's a great scene. But for the most part, you just don't, you don't feel like that this guy has, been off his rocker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he did okay. I thought he definitely could have been better. But yeah, for me, it's always the greasers. It's always the greasers. I love that fucking cover too, man. And I feel like isn't it the same car that they used in Christine? Or no, that's different.
No, but a lot of the movie does invoke Christine.
Yeah.
The car has the fire coming out of the two ports in the back, which is kind of cool.
What do you think about the practical effects, though?
They were okay. One thing, I mean, this movie was rated R, and it really almost could have been a PG-13. It was pretty tame.
Yeah, especially for back in the day.
I think I only got rated R because of maybe a couple of the scenes and the few fucks in the movie,
Yeah. I was gonna say Tom Matheson's son. I can't think of what the fuck. Oh, he's from Leprechaun. His son is the
Oh,
kid in Leprechaun. You remember there's the fat kid, the two paint like the fat guy, the fat goofy guy, and then like the little kid that's always with
yeah,
her.
vaguely.
Yeah, well that's him. The little kid is. But yeah, and I guess the movie's got a pretty decent score. This one honestly is just a guilty pleasure for me, just being a huge Stephen King fan, honestly. But I could definitely see, me rewatching it, for a lot of people. The one good thing though that it does have on its side is that it's not long. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
only
well, most of those, most of the
it's
Stephen King
not
stuff's
it's
never long.
only like an hour and 27 minutes. So, but
I put this like maybe a notch below stuff like Thinner. Like Thinner, I'd still say was a little bit better than this.
yeah, I'd go Thinner as well. Yeah,
But it's a
Thinner's
notch
really
below
good.
that.
Yeah, Thinner's great, man. That's Tom Holland too. But yeah, I didn't even know that McLaughlin directed this, which is pretty cool. But he didn't do a lot of stuff, honestly. He did only like a few movies and this and
Yeah, this movie really did. If I knew nothing about this movie and somebody told me that this was originally a TV movie, I
yeah,
would believe it because it has that
right.
type of TV movie look.
I was literally thinking the same.
Like innovative, like It and The Stand and all that has that type of look.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was. I guess they shot this movie basically in Missouri. Kansas, Missouri is where most of it was shot. Actually, like all of it. I don't know if this was in theaters.
I think it was. Now, do those other movies, the
Nope.
sequels?
Sometimes they come back based on a Stephen King short story, which another short story. It's always the short stories.
Yeah.
In the United was released May 7th, 1991 in United States as a made-for-television film. It was also
Really?
released in other countries, including Japan. So we were right. I knew it had a TV. Yeah, and it doesn't say on the thing when I was looking, but it says right here on IMDb TV movie 91. I knew it I was like, this just feels like a TV movie. But you never know because there are some that feel like it, but they
Yeah.
did.
Well, obviously, the what we saw was the international version with the language and stuff extra added in.
You said what? Oh, well, yeah.
What we're watching is not the TV version.
Right, right. Well, yeah, we would have got the version that, went straight to VHS,
Mm.
So that's probably why it feels tame because it was meant for TV and then they just added in the bleep stuff, the unbleeped stuff if there was any cursing or, more, they showed all the effects or whatever.
Well, yeah, probably just the international cut. They always have an international cut that's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't remember. This might have been not regular TV. This might have been on like something like Showtime. Was Showtime around in the 90s? I don't think it was. I don't think so. I don't think Showtime.
It was Dino De Laurentiis, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because he pimped his King Kong movie in it. Do you notice that?
Yeah. CBS. It says CBS.
Oh, was CBS? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he pimped his fucking King Kong movie. No, it would have probably been what, TVMA, right?
They had no TVMA back then. No, that what we were watching is the international cut. In other words, they sometimes for overseas they would add stuff into the movie to make it more sellable. So
yeah,
this is obviously a TV movie, and they added a few swears and a couple.
Kind of like what they would do with movies that they would film extra stuff to add onto the TV cuts, like for back like they did with Halloween and all those movies. They would film extra scenes that would go into the TV cut. But yeah, no, this was on CBS. and so there was no TVMA. So it would have just
Not
been
back
like
then.
it would have just been PG.
There's no ratings on TV back then.
Oh, really?
Ratings didn't
Well,
start till like the
they would
90s.
have had to. They would have had to follow something though. Otherwise, they
They had
would
a
have just
TV.
showed.
They had a TV code, but
Okay, I
was
was gonna
nothing.
say
But that was
it
the
wasn't
shows had
like
to
now how
follow.
they do now, where it's like
No,
TVMA.
they had a national TV code back then.
So you don't think that they showed this version? That it
No,
would have been a
no,
little bit
no.
different. It would have been just a little bit
Yeah, that's just the version they
cleaner.
put. They used to take all our TV movies and package them for overseas. A lot of times they would spice them up.
Yeah.
So that's what they did.
It looks like TV film was followed by 2 straight to video. So the sequels were straight to video.
Yeah,
Those
I
didn't
don't
go to
think the
TV.
sequels have anything to do with the story.
Probably not. The TV film was followed by 2 straight to video sequels. 1996, sometimes they come back again. In 1998, sometimes they come back for more.
So obviously, it did well enough to get sequels.
Yeah, right. Well, I always liked the first one, man. So, dudes, Hilary Swank is in the second one,
Right.
and Alexis Arquette.
Yeah.
I'm guess. So what I'm guessing is that it's just what they do is reuse the story. Is that somebody has a crazy
Yeah,
experience,
it's a similar story.
somebody dies, and somebody comes back. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all that, and some dead person comes back. It's they don't use the same characters. It's not based off of Stephen King.
Right.
But yeah, I do want because I know Two Gun's been trying to find the second one from me on VHS. Once I get them, because I've never seen the second or third. I do want to watch them at some point, even though I know they're probably not going to be too good. I still want to watch them. This third one, I don't recognize anybody.
Yeah, they had so many like fake made direct for video sequels just to get a video
Yeah.
cassette out.
We should watch the sequels on Discord.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Can't say I'm overly enthused, but
What else am I doing? Oh my gosh. So is there anything else you wanted to say about the movie? I hope you got some show and tell tonight.
not much.
I
Got my
don't
dog again.
What would have been your favorite scene of the movie? Favorite scene, favorite kill, whatever.
Yeah, I like the flashbacks when they go back and they're doing the train thing. The train thing's fun.
Yeah. I like my favorite scene for sure would be when they got the jock in the fucking back seat and they show like their mask for the first time and they're just fucking around. And Robert Russler is just basically like, he's like, man, we gotta be out of our minds to be doing this shit. Because you could just tell they basically, because as the older brother, they're stuck like kind of in purgatory. So they're stuck.
Right.
They're just bored. So they're basically just fucking with him as payback, as revenge, you know what I mean? And they're just bored shitless, as they did when they were alive. They fucked with people because they were bored, and they've been doing this for 30 years straight now. And as anybody, that shit gets old, you know what I mean? Everybody's got to grow up at some time, but they never got a chance to grow up. But yeah, and then definitely like I mentioned before, when he's got that scene with his older brother, and his older brother hasn't aged, but he has, and he has that scene where he looks at Tim Matheson's son, and he's like, hey, or he thinks that, I don't know if he thinks that's his brother, or he's like, I gave that brother, that's the hat I gave to my brother. And he's like, yeah, and I gave it to my son.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's been there for 35 years.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't want to go back. I've been there all alone. So, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But, yeah, there's definitely a lot of great things that I do really love about the movie. But as, we've said, it does have a TV movie quality. And, There's not a lot. The
It
act,
kind of reminds me too of parts
they
of
could
like
have got
Pet
a better. I think they could have got a better lead. Yes, and it's funny because it says on the thing it says with Pet Cemetery and Misery, Stephen King scared you to death. Now he's going to scare you back.
Well, yeah, it's a vibe of the dead returning, like that was in Pet
Well,
Cemetery.
yeah, I was gonna say
They
because
don't come back quite the same.
Pet Cemetery was so big right
Yeah.
after this, so they're like, let's do another one where
Well, and the big
coming
thing with
back
Stephen King is, the movies.
comes back.
The movies are very ever linked together, but his books are always linked in the same universe.
Yeah.
There's characters in the books that go back and forth
Same
between
town, they're all in the same state.
they get mentioned and stuff. So
Yeah,
a lot of this stuff gets that's why it's so similar.
Yeah, there's the King universe for sure. There's the King verse, that's for damn sure.
No, but it's good. If I'm rating it, I would probably give it a 3.
3.
I thought it was
No,
maybe worth watching.
yeah. I'd be about a 3 as well. And I think I like it a little bit more than you, but I just can't, like, in good faith, give it more than a 3 because it's not a 7. It's you know what I mean. So I think 3 is really fair. But I just enjoy it. It's like, hey,
I will say this though. I think for
a movie that could be a 2.5,
right,
but I enjoy it.
For a TV movie of this time period, I thought it was pretty.
It's great. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, what you got to remember
I saw
is
this on TV, like re-airing as a kid. This was great. This was a great movie.
Between like 1970 and like the early to mid 90s, the quality of stuff they showed to have for TV movies was so much better than what they got even now. I mean, especially with all when you're in that Kolchak era.
Yeah.
Where like the Tuesday night movie of the week on ABC was always a genre movie. It was either horror, sci-fi, or some kind of weird mystery horror type thing.
And they were usually always good. They were usually always entertaining at the very least.
And they had, we had The Night Stalker came out of that. Duel, Steven Spielberg movie Duel came out of that.
Stephen King's It, which was a 2-night event.
It was later on. We had the Crowhaven Farm. And then 7 days, we also had the what was that? Gargoyles that we watched a few weeks back. That was on TV.
Oh yeah, that Gargoyles.
That was a TV night movie. So I mean, they had a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, no, they had a lot of great stuff, man. There's a couple sci-fis I can't think of that were good. They were TV movies too, but that's what I'd say like the late 80s and then the early 90s to like mid 90s. Right. TV movies were great. They started to fizzle out a little bit towards like
I think once MTV came in and then everybody tried to be reality central.
Yeah,
it was all.
But they started to fizzle out with the TV movies towards then, but they still would have them. But they started to get lesser. They started to get lesser as time went on. But I grew up around all those TV movies, man, and I'd watch them replay. Because even once they put them on, they started to replay them a lot. And I just remember, even like say, they aired this in 91. But when I was a kid in like 98, they would still do a repeat and they would do this. Like they would act like they were playing it for the first time again. They'd be like, tonight we're going to be re-showing. Sometimes they come back. Or they, I remember when they showed It and it was a 2-night event. And they show part 1 and they were like, we'll be back tomorrow for part 2.
Yeah. Well, and like what Fable says, a lot of these TV shows were TV movies first. Like he says, Hercules had like 5 movies before it became a series. And then it became a series after that. So they had a lot of those.
Yeah, and wasn't Night Stalker the same way?
Those 2 movies before, 2 movies before it was a series.
Yeah, it was 2 movies and then the show.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that you start with TV movies and then a show. Where nowadays it's different, where you get the movie, you get the show.
A lot of those. That's because
a TV movie.
Back in the 70s and 80s, a lot of those movies they showed on TV were like pilots that got rejected. They were pilots for shows. So. But they did have a lot of good stuff back in the day.
Yeah, Hercules TV movies were great. My grandma used to watch fucking Xena like nonstop, and I'd be like, put on some goddamn Hercules. Ain't watching this shit. But yeah, man. So anybody else? Two Gun gave it a 3.0 as well. Anybody else? If you saw it, sometimes they come back. Throw your rating down below. Let us know what you thought. Right now, me, Scarpad, and Two Gun are about evened up at 3.0s all around. Yeah, definitely not a bad one, but I've definitely seen better for sure. But first TV movie, I think it's a fun one, and it's not too long. Never saw this one. Yeah, it's one of those, run of the mill Stephen King's. Nothing like out of the ordinary, but fun little one. Nothing to ride home about, but this was always a guilty pleasure for me because I caught it a lot back in the day, and I gotta get in all the Stephen King movies, and I've done like most of my favorites, so or I did most of the better ones. So Evan, you didn't get a chance to watch it? It's on Amazon Prime right now. But I fucking love this cover, man. I love that cover. But yeah, so I guess we got threes all around. Nothing wrong with that. It's one of King's mid movies, but worth a watch. Yeah, I mean, to have a mid King movie is a lot better than to have a terrible, shitty King movie. And we know there's definitely some shitty King movies out there, so nothing wrong with that.
Like what are some of the shitty King movies?
Tommy Knockers. Even though I actually enjoyed that when I was a kid, but it is shitty.
What about that Golden Years? Is that terrible?
Golden Years is terrible, yeah. But I find things about it that I do like. Langoliers is really good. That's one actually we need to do at some point. Is Langoliers. But yeah, I hear Golden Years. I hear people say is probably the worst. Golden Years and Tommy Knockers. I feel like Bag of Bones is okay. I like majority of them, but there definitely are a few that suck.
Mm-hmm.
Trying off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't think of any more. But before I forget, next week, that's what I went to go grab. Next Sunday, we'll be doing Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which I haven't even cracked my steel book yet.
Yeah.
Pretty cool artwork.
Yeah, I think I have the same one.
Yeah, I think we got it from Best Buy before they closed shop. Pretty cool steelbook though. I haven't even cracked it yet.
Yeah, they used to always have those steelbook specials.
And this one's got Making a Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Tucker and Dale are evil, the college kid's point of view. Some special features on it. So that'll be a really good one. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is definitely a cult favorite. Yeah, it's pretty cool steelbook. Oh man, Rose Red, I love Rose Red. Golden Years is really long too. I want to say you're muted.
Oh.
Golden Years is really long. So is Rose Red.
Yeah, I'll probably maybe before next week I'll do Tucker, Dale, and Evil on Discord maybe next weekend. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah,
that's a
be
good
a fun watch.
Yeah, Rose Red is really good. I remember because that
got pretty good reviews. Rose Red, I remember the back.
I like.
Wasn't that the chick that was played her mother in Carrie? Isn't that who was in that one?
Don't know. I don't think.
I think
so.
It was.
Maybe. It's been a while. I've been meaning to rewatch that. That would be a good one to watch one night because that's like a good. Well, it's not. It's a little bit more serious. It's like a ghost movie, but that's like a good stay up late popcorn flick, and like have a couple drinks, Yeah, so you know what's up. You other King movies I still haven't seen. Yeah, I think I've seen pretty much all of them. But yeah, there's definitely. I'm sure the few that you haven't seen are probably like Rose Red, Golden Years, the really long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week, that's what we'll be doing, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and that's going to be a fun one. I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't wait to revisit it. What'd you have for show and tell?
I can show a couple things. I got the 4K of Red Eye. I had forgotten this is a Wes Craven movie. I don't know why I never thought it was. It's been like one of the last ones he did, right? Or close to it.
Say
2005.
It's got to be
Well,
one of them.
it's got a making of. It's got a commentary by Wes, and it's got the digital and the Blu-ray. So yeah, I read it. That's like $15. I thought I always liked that movie. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, no, that was one of his different movies. That was,
And then tonight's movie, I picked up Baby Oopsie on DVD. You watch that tonight on Discord.
Yeah,
Baby
I
Oopsie
jumped
2
out of there
coming
'cause I had to
soon.
let the dogs out. Did Two Gun like it? I didn't hear what he was saying about it.
You liked it. Said it was a 4.
Oh hell yeah! I told you,
Okay.
man. Don't sleep on Baby Oopsie.
Couple things you really can't find, hard to find.
It's funny they re-released that Red Eye. Paramount re-released that because I got a 4K of that, and it's a different slip.
So this was like one of the first shows that was on Fox TV back in the 80s, like this and Married with Children. And I only lasted 1 year. Chuck Connors played the older werewolf. And me and Bill watched the pilot the other day. We kind of enjoyed it. It was loved the suit, and the practical suit was kind of cool. It's basically it's basically the Incredible Hulk. He's being chased by a hunter while he's trying to find like Chuck Connor's older werewolf character. So it's the Incredible Hulk with werewolves, but it's still pretty good. And then from the same person, I love that cover, the War of the Gargantuas on Blu-ray. And this has got the AIP and the Japanese cut, so it's kind of cool. And then the only other thing I picked up this week was Crisis for the Switch.
Nice.
That's it for me. You got anything?
Yeah, I got a couple things. Nothing crazy. I'll grab it since you showed yours. Scarp had sent me an early birthday gift. Sent me the Switch Call Yaris Gunslinger. Pretty fucking cool little Western.
I also sent them a Switch. We'll leave that out.
Yeah, we'll say that to everybody.
Who cares? It's your birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Red Eye.
Oh, when did you buy that?
I've been had it. I just wanted to show you the difference.
That's is that 4K or is it Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 4K.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But you see, it's just like Paramount Presents.
yeah, they did that Paramount Presents line. So what is it I have?
It's probably
It's
the
Paramount.
same thing.
It's
Look
Paramount.
at this.
I mean, that's definitely different. Yeah, they have a Paramount Presents line. That's not this. See, this just has the. So I wonder if it has the same features on it or not.
Let me see. Well, this is a Blu-ray and a special feature, and then this is the 4K with the feature film.
This got 2 commentaries, filmmaker focus, Wes Craven in his own words, the making of Red Eye, a new kind of thriller gag reel.
New filmmaker focus.
Yeah, so it sounds like they basically just repackaged it.
I figured. But you know what? I would have rather had your slipcover because I like that cover better.
Yeah.
And look at mine.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's how they make all those Paramount Focus ones, like books with the slipcover. They're all like that. I like that though. It's kind of cool. I like that.
It's cool, but there's no like sticky to keep it closed. So it'll just do that.
I like that slipcover though. That's cool. That's
I guess
cool
I could get a little sticky. But yeah, I just don't. I'm not that crazy about the cover.
I'm not big on the. I actually don't like the. Let's see the disc again. The disc I don't like, but the slipcover is cool. No, I mean it's the art. What's the art on the disc? Same thing. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, at least the art's fine. I'm fine on the disc. It's the I would have rather had your
Oh,
artwork
really? Because
on
I
the
don't
slip.
mind that. That's pretty cool too. I think.
It's got like a little, shyness. It's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think this movie needed a 4K. So, and
Yeah, probably not. But it was only 14. It was only $14. So
and I think I paid like 35. So I wish I would have waited.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I actually meant to send this back, and I took too long, and I never sent it back. And second off, I didn't know you sent that. I didn't know you even sent that for my birthday. I didn't even know you sent this for my birthday. I thought you sent this just because you were getting rid of it.
No.
But yeah, that fucking Juarez, man, is sick, man. Does anybody
Pretty
got the
cool.
Switch? I think Fable's got a Switch. I love the gray color. So as always, thank you.
This.
I got this for $5.
Cool.
Because
Yeah, I got the Aero 4K on that one.
Me and Fable actually just reviewed it.
And
Yeah,
the 4K is not very good, so good thing you didn't buy it.
That's why I would have got the Blu-ray from Arrow, but that's gonna be like 20. And I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I do like it, but I wish I don't know if there's any special features on this. This is Mill Creek, so probably not. And this was $5, but they just came out with a 4K steelbook, but it's like $35. And the movie's fine, but I don't need it on 4K. And this actually comes with audio commentary, deleted scenes, and probably not much, but I'm fine to just own it, honestly. But I figured you can't beat that. Stir of Echoes and Flatliners for $5 a piece.
So
We got variant slip covers on physical.
I'll just say, I also picked up a nice new cover for my Switch. Isn't that cool?
Man, yeah, that shit is sick.
It's a magnetic cover with I like that it covers the screen too. It's kind of nice. And the other thing to do is, if you got one, I found out today the Switch downloads games so friggin' slow. And I picked up this. This is a little Ethernet cable, and I put a little adapter on it. I stick this right in the Switch. Now I get wired connection to my thing. It downloads the games like this.
It was a lot faster.
Oh, a lot faster. And you can pick up one of these for like $9, $10.
Oh, really? It looks like you had two adapters though in it.
No, well, no, just one. That's the one it comes with. I had an adapter to be a USB-C.
So you had to double adapt it.
Right, because the Switch takes a USB-C.
You can't just buy one to be USB-C?
I guess you could, but the one that was on sale didn't have it.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, though, but Scarpad got me hip to this fucking gunslinger game. So Fable, if you never played this is a fun little Western game. So
that's pretty fun.
Scarpad got me game on that. That fucking.
I just started that Red Dead Redemption, man. That looks gorgeous on the Switch. It really looks nice.
Really? Wow. Yeah, this is a little difference between the cases. This is just a keep away though. Yours is more of just kind of like a.
Well, I played with it.
Yours is more like to add a little grip.
Right. Because this thing is so slippery.
I was going to say it's very. Oh, Fable said he has played it before. Yeah, it's very sleek, slippery, like you said. It's not too bad, but it's definitely nice to add a little grip to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only game I got to really play because I'm stuck on that level. So I can't play that game anymore. The Luigi's Mansion. I'm stuck, so I quit. Can't do nothing, man.
Yeah, the Portal's real cool.
Portal's really cool. Yeah, and the fucking I was playing MLB 2K and that shit looks sick, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say Fable loves the Portal as well. Fable was telling. Was he telling you? I know he's telling me he loves the Portal. He
I
loves
was just saying, you know what's free on PlayStation Plus now is uh, tennis game that we were looking at. You can download it.
Really?
Yes,
On
it's free.
PlayStation?
Yep.
You gotta download that.
I think you can
That's
stream it too. You can stream it too.
really?
I was playing on a Portal. It was pretty fun.
Oh man, are you playing that on the Portal or?
I was playing on a Portal, but you can play on the regular one
No.
too.
Fable's saying he's got Final Fantasy VII remake on right now. I fucking love Final Fantasy VII. That was the
Yeah,
first
that's you can get
RPG I ever
you
played.
can get that on the PS5.
Or is it the Switch? Is he playing it on? It's got to be the PS. He must be playing it on the
I think he's
Portal.
playing on a Portal. Yeah.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII was one of my favorite games of all time, dude. So fucking good, dude. That game is so fucking addicting. Yeah, he said Portal. I was gonna say I didn't think they.
I don't think there's any Final Fantasy on.
I thought I
Nintendo.
saw one, but there probably isn't. I probably wasn't. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, I want to get that fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, I think next week the remastered Dead, the one I was telling you about, what the hell was the name of that one? The zombie one? Dead
Which one? For what?
for the Portal and the PS5. Dead the one that came out that was big. I forget the name of it.
What, Red Dead Redemption?
No, just the zombie one. Dead I don't know, I can't remember it. But anyway, about the remastered version comes out next week.
Dead Island?
No. It's where you drive around as a biker there.
As a biker. Huh.
Now you're gonna make me go look.
Dude, I fucking forgot that they remastered Final Fantasy VII, dude. I'm like, really? I'm wondering how much if you could play that. See, that's what I thought. I thought I saw something.
Did you ever try that thing remastered? I picked that up.
Dead Rising? Dead Rising?
No, not Dead Rising.
Days Gone?
Days Gone. I'm dead in it. Days Gone. That's a great game. Play that when the remastered one comes out this week or next week.
There is a Final Fantasy game for the Switch.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I thought I saw something. I think there is. I think I saw it was like 5.
Did you ever try the Star Wars Outlaws? That was pretty fun.
I played it. Yeah, that one was okay.
I got Resident Evil 6. I haven't played that one. Have you tried that?
No. I want to, though. Yeah, I was going to say, I was right. There's this Final Fantasy collection, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's only 1 through 6. So that's because I only want to play 7. So yeah, that kind of blows.
But the question is, have you played this cinematic masterpiece?
Looks like
jumping. Have you played the Jumping Donut?
No.
That's fun, man.
Is it?
Yeah, download that. Yeah, see right here. Top spin 2K5, 2K25. You should download it. We can play it.
Yeah, see, look, it says, I don't know. This might not be remastered, though, because it says Final Fantasy VIII is remastered, but it doesn't say it for the Switch. Final Fantasy 7 and 8, but it doesn't. It says 8 remastered. It doesn't say that for 7, so.
I should get them to play. I've not played those games because they take so long to play, but.
See, yeah. Fable just said it. He's like, they have the original Final Fantasy 7 on the Switch. It's pretty cheap. But so that's weird. They remastered 8 before 7. But
Tugan paid that. Tugan, I didn't even think you played any video games. Tugan saying Days Gone is fire.
I gotta watch some videos for the fucking.
I didn't think Tugan played any games. What system do you have? We should play something. Put in the
You don't want to
chat.
open that door. You don't want to open that door with him two guns.
Why? What are you talking about? I'll beat your ass in baseball like I beat Dylan like a dog.
And I'd beat your ass like a dog in fucking NBA.
That's true, but it's the first time I had that game. Two guns. You gotta say what you got. Have
He
you
might
played?
not have it anymore.
Oh wow. You don't think so?
His daughter might have taken it to college.
No. Women don't play video games. Some do.
Wow, you could fast forward through it too? That's sick. Yeah, well, dude, I wonder how much is Final Fantasy VII remastered on the PlayStation. It's probably like $60, I bet.
Yeah, it's probably $50-$60, I'm sure. You better have to get a Steam Deck. You get games on Steam cheap.
Yeah.
Although I don't like Steam Deck as much. It's all right for some things.
It says you can get the PlayStation
Yeah,
4 for
Carolina Chris really played that game a lot.
Because I
Two days
never hear Two Gun mention about gaming. He watched Carolina play it.
Oh, okay.
That's how he knows. That makes sense.
Yeah, probably the best system to pick up for right now is a PS4.
Say Two Gun, we could have been gaming.
No, Two
Been
Guns.
holding out.
Yeah,
on
but
me,
Two Gun, you gotta get yourself a VR headset first before you got a gaming console. Because then we play movies, watch movies. And me and Dylan were watching. I was hosting. What day? Watch day? I don't remember nothing.
Detroit Rock City.
Detroit Rock City. I love that movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I got to go back and
That was
rewatch
fun.
it. I only caught the end because I was doing yard work.
Yeah, I did some too. Pick some poop up.
I believe you. Yeah. Pick some dog shit up. There's a lot of it. Especially
I got lots of. I had a good hefty bag today.
I had two. I had two
Well,
hefty bags.
You only got 2 dogs. I got 3.
Yeah,
Wow.
but my one dog is bigger than your 3. I'm just stating facts. That one of my dogs weighs more than all 3 of your dogs.
Nah, my dog is tough. Making fun of my poor puppy.
She just had her giblets cut off.
She had the niblets cut out, yeah.
Giblets.
And this next and Thursday, the other one, the big one's gonna get his giblets cut out.
She's like, who the fuck you talking about?
Poor Sophia. And she won't be happy then. I had to give this one
I
a
haven't
donut.
upgraded my gaming system past PS2. Two Gun says.
Well, PS2 is a cool system.
PS2s are awesome, dude.
You still got that? Send that to me if you got it. I'll take your PS2. The games if you want them.
I say, man, I love a PS2. I used to have one, and I don't know what the fuck happened to it because I had one years ago. My buddy gave it to me.
You're gonna say your mother stole like everything else you say. Oh, my mother took it.
She'd be taking a bunch of she took my Sons of Anarchy Blu-ray collection.
Oh my God.
I'll never let her live that one down.
Can you just go back and get it?
No, dude, because she let our dog Riley chew him up.
What the fuck?
It's even worse because I can't go and steal them. She tried to hide them from me underneath the fucking
That's terrible.
Underneath the bed, and then our dog Riley, when it would rain, she would get scared and go hide underneath the bed, and I caught her chewing them, and I was like, you had to hide my shit. Like, I got them as a birthday present and I showed her Sons of Anarchy, and she got so obsessed with Jax that she wanted to fucking steal them from me. And
I tell you, I've never, my dogs never chewed a Blu-ray or DVD. They chewed my credit card last week.
That's it.
But never my Blu-rays.
Those are replaceable. Those are replaceable. The Blu-ray's not. Yeah, and fucking Sons of Anarchy. And dude, they were all like, I bought every.
That's a tough one to get now, Sons of Anarchy. You can get the DVD.
I was gonna say. And I had season 7, the collector's edition and shit, all of them with the slips, and so I was pretty bummed about that. And it was annoying because it was like, You could have just left them in my room. You could have watched them whenever you wanted. Instead, you wanted to take them, hide them from me, and then they got destroyed. So now we both can't use them.
Mhm.
So that was annoying as fuck. She always would do that. Like I got The Sopranos complete DVD box set for Christmas, and she fucking stole those too.
Nice.
I got them for my Christmas. That was what I asked for Christmas. So, but
Didn't
what
need
I
them
bought, hey, those fuckers are gonna have disc rot pretty soon, anyways.
I guess.
Didn't they say those were some that were gonna have disc rot? The Sopranos.
Oh,
I
probably.
bought them on Blu-ray. I think I bought the box set of Sopranos on Blu-ray for like fucking $30 or something. So I don't care. But yeah, she would do annoying shit like that. My brother Evan knows. Dude, she tried to steal my fucking Universal Monster VHS tapes, dude.
Oh, that's
She
tough.
fucking. I wasn't letting those go because those would have been in the trash if it wasn't for me.
I don't know.
Y'all got all those damn consoles and you want 2 guns only PS2.
Well, I got I have 3
That
PS5s.
He's
I have
got all the consoles, man.
I got 3 PS5. I got
PS5 and an Xbox.
I have an Xbox One S and an Xbox Series X. Series S and X.
He's got a Steam Deck. He's got.
I have an Atari 7800.
Nintendo Switch. He's got.
I have a
Nintendo
two Nintendo
OLED.
Switches. I have a Steam Deck. I have a Legion Go and what was the other one I got?
And then he's got like 5.
I got the Evercade. I have a
4
PSP.
laptops.
I have a lot of hand jobs. I was big on lap. I was always big on hand jobs. I mean, hand games. I mean, things, consoles.
Dog, make up your mind on what you like.
A little bit of everything, my friend.
And he's got two VR headsets.
I got three dogs. A pup.
He did have 3, but he sold the PS one because that one sucked. You said.
I know 4. Remember, I had the Apple one too.
Yeah, you sent that back.
The Apple was $3,500. Remember that?
Yeah, that one blew.
I knew I was going to send that one back.
That thing lasted a month and nobody talks about it anymore.
No, they just discontinued it.
Did they?
Yes.
But
they're coming out with a second one, but no one's going to buy a second one. They got no.
It's not there.
They have started showing off the MetaQuest 4 though, but that's not going to come out to 2026.
So the MetaQuests are cool. The MetaQuests are good for what they are and for the price. If Apple did it for like $500, it'd be worth it. But nobody wants to fucking do we're only using
the best one. If I wanted to, I the people the big screen, the one that we use the app for, big screen has their own VR and it's like a pair of ski goggles, but you have to hook it to a computer. That's the other thing. That's what's nice about the MetaQuest is it doesn't have to be hooked to anything. You know. Let's face it. We both mainly use it for watching movies. I mean, I very rarely game on it. I wish I want to game on it more, but
we would play bowling and cornhole.
Yeah.
Those games are fun, but real store,
I never fucking cornholed, you motherfucker. Don't level that charge at me.
Cornhole the game. Fuck you. The cornhole the game.
All right, now you say that. Now you clarify.
Shut up. Ain't nobody cornholing your ass.
People be lucky to get a hold of this one.
Fuck you. I'll leave that for your dogs.
That's right. All right, so what are we watching next week? That Tucker and Dale. We'll do that Discord on Sunday night. Hey, what we do this?
Two Gun said he does have an Xbox One, but
what are we gonna do this piece of shit? No.
That's the week after.
And this is fucking got disc rot. I tried to copy it. It's rotted. I haven't tried it, put it in a player yet to see if it would actually play, but I have a feeling it's not gonna.
Yeah, you could probably buy on Blu-ray cheap. Did you just find that in your collection?
No,
or something?
I had this for ages. And look, it looks perfect.
It looks fine,
but it won't fucking do nothing.
Really?
It won't rip. I'll try it in a player and see if I can play it. I used to love these old time snap boxes. Remember these?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
old.
I always like the snap boxes too.
That's old. I've had that
Yeah,
forever.
they don't make those no more. Jesus, they want $23 for the fucking Blu-ray.
Oh, Interview with a Vampire. I hope that works. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll try to get it to work.
Oh wait, no. Wait, you can get it for 12.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, you can get it 12. I need it myself.
I would have picked it up, but I didn't buy the Flintstones.
What the fuck did you buy the? You already own that.
Oh, I don't own the
The
Flintstones.
movie?
The movie, yeah.
Why?
I know Robbie was reviewing it,
So
but I got it for like $8. I like that movie actually.
I like it too.
I can't even mind the sequel, which isn't as good, but the sequel's alright. The sequel's actually bad because they leaned more into the cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah, $12 ain't bad though for the Blu-ray. I need to pick that up actually. I don't own it.
Right.
And that's I love that movie. That's a
Which one?
Interview with the Vampire. That's a great.
Oh yeah.
You've seen it, right?
No, never seen it.
Yeah, man.
I thought Criterion made a version of that. I think
used to
Criterion
watch
put out a version of it.
movie all the time, dude. I love that. John Goodman was fantastic as fucking Fred Flintstone.
So we're
And
talking
just
two
the way
different
they
things.
did that world. You said you only got it for $8?
$8.48.
I need that one too. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, they had the 2-pack Blu-ray that had both of them, but it was like 22, and that's too high. Yeah, the both Flintstones.
Did they do a sequel?
Yeah, they did Vegas. Yeah, it didn't have any of the original actors in it though.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't.
It was actually a prequel when they were younger.
Who was in it? Anybody good?
I forget who was in it.
It
but
probably
it was
wasn't good. It wasn't good, right?
It wasn't as good as the first one, but I still thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I do remember seeing this. Yeah, the actors they got to replace them were so fucking corny.
Yeah, well,
Fucking like how do you get Fred to be smaller than fucking
well, he was younger.
What was the blonde hair guy?
Rick Moranis.
But no, I know what was his name. The character.
Marty Rubble.
Marty. Dude? He's like a midget compared to Marty Rubble.
That's William Baldwin. William Baldwin was in that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'll lick that. I'll blow up this thing a little more.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'd rather just buy the first one.
I would have bought the 2-pack if it was like cheaper. If it was like $12.
If it was like 12. If it was
12,
like
I would have bought it. Yeah, but not for 22.
Oh, did you see they had Warner Archive Jetsons Meet the Flintstones? That's a cool one.
Yeah, it's an old cartoon.
You said what?
That's an old cartoon movie. It was all right.
Yeah, I know. That was a good one. I always liked that one.
Yeah.
Not the best, but it was a fun one.
I never liked the newer Flintstones or the newer Jetsons. I like the old ones.
Was that? I thought that was an older one.
It's newer. It is old, but it's newer than the show. It's like once in the 80s, they had all different voices and they sounded weird. And so,
yeah. So yeah, next week, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and then the week after, which will be the day after my birthday, will be Interview with the Vampire. So yeah, got two good ones to end April, so it should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah, we got some good movies on Discord coming up this week. But I got tomorrow planned. We're going to do Candyland tomorrow at 9:00 on Discord. Candyland.
Which one? Candyland?
Yeah, Candyland. Two Gun sent me the movie, and I've seen some of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. It looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember.
And then later in the week, we'll have Tucker, Dale, and Evil. And I think Two Gun will be happy about this. I think one of the days, maybe Thursday, I'm thinking, we did this a while back and we stopped. I'm gonna pick back up and do the next season of Zombie Nation starting, I think, Thursday. I got to do two episodes, 2 or 3 episodes. Season 3, starting out for season 3. So 'cause we did season 1, we did season 2 when they do season 3. So that's coming back.
Yeah.
They did it at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, so it's a little early. So Dylan might be able to.
Oh, if it's at 9, I can definitely make that.
And it's only an hour and a half. So
I would say, okay, yeah, I can make that. It's the 10 o'clocks that are tough for me because I'm usually trying to be sleeping by 10. So 9 o'clock.
that's when we get going, man. 10 o'clock.
I know. Trust me, man. I wish I could. I just gotta, it's hard, man. My shit be physical. My job. I gotta walk. I gotta do a lot of like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we've been showing some bangers on Discord, especially on Saturday night. Saturday night we had a private screening on Saturday night. It's unusual for that to happen.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But next week we'll be back in public rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But yeah,
We'll
I'll definitely be there for Candyland tomorrow then. Maybe tomorrow we'll watch try to get that Star Trek in the headset too.
Oh yeah, Star Trek 5. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta go put the dogs out. So, guys, we'll catch you next week for.
We'll see you next Sunday, guys. For Tucker and Dale versus Evil next Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. As always, thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you guys have a great week. See you next time.
Groovy.